MVPs and touchdowns are cool, but why stop there? Patrick Mahomes is buying baseball teams, handing out $165,000 worth of gifts to his linesmen like they're party favors, and building a house so ridiculous it has its own football field. Oh, and the cherry on top, a Ferrari car gifted to his wife costs more than your entire neighborhood. Let's break down how Mahomes turned his life into the ultimate highlight reel of luxury. Now we could jump straight to the mansion with a private golf course, the exotic cars that belong in a Fast and Furious movie, and the sneaker collection that makes hype beasts cry. But let's rewind for a second. How did Mahomes go from being a Texas kid with a cannon for an arm to building an empire that spans sports, style, and a lot of cash? From backyard football to owning a backyard the size of a small country, Mahomes' journey is the ultimate rags to riches story. If rags means a childhood surrounded by MLB superstars and riches means a $503 million contract. But how does he spend that cash? Buckle up, because this quarterback's life is a wild ride, both on and off the field. And you can catch all the details on Refined Society, where we break down the man, the legend, and the lifestyle redefining what it means to win. Patrick Mahomes grew up in White House, Texas, where sports weren't just a hobby, they were the family business. His dad, Pat Mahomes Sr., pitched in Major League Baseball, and young Patrick grew up dreaming of athletic greatness. But while baseball seemed like his natural path, football was where Mahomes lit the field. When the Kansas City Chiefs drafted him in 2017, they were securing the foundation for a future legend. At the time, no one could have predicted he'd be mentioned alongside Tom Brady one day, but if he keeps playing the way he is, that's precisely where he's heading. A few years later, Mahomes was winning games and redefining the quarterback position. In 2020, he led the Chiefs to their first Super Bowl win in 50 years and signed a $503 million contract, the biggest in sports history. $500 million, and that's just from football. Patrick Mahomes' real estate game is just as impressive as his arm. In 2017, he started small with a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom condo in Kansas City for $350,000. It had all the basics: rooftop deck, granite counters, wet bar, and by 2023, he flipped it for $550,000. Not bad for a rookie move. In 2019, he leveled up to a $1.8 million mansion in Kansas City's Country Club district. This place came with a 500-bottle wine room, chef's kitchen, pool, rose garden, the essentials. By 2023, it was back on the market for $2.9 million. Then came the big one. In 2020, Mahomes dropped $400,000 on 8 acres in Belton, Missouri, and built himself a custom estate. We're talking about a 50-yard football field with his logo, a swim-up bar, a par 3 golf hole, and every luxury you can think of. Gym, basketball court, fish tank, movie theater, trophy case. And because one mansion isn't enough, he bought a $3.37 million off-season spot in Westlake, Texas that same year. 4 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and all the space he needs to chill between seasons. Complementing these mansions is a car museum, but way cooler. Each ride looks like it was picked out by someone who asked, "What's the most over-the-top thing I can buy?" First up, the Ferrari 812 Superfast. This thing costs $340,000 and moves so fast that it gets speeding tickets just sitting in the driveway. Next, we've got the Lamborghini Urus. This SUV is far from ordinary. It's a statement on wheels, combining raw power with ultimate luxury. Mahomes casually takes it to the grocery store for a spin, making sure everyone knows he's living the dream. And his wife Brittany, she's cruising on her own. Matching Lambos, that's their way of redefining couples' goals. Speaking of Brittany, that Ferrari we mentioned earlier wasn't exactly Mahomes' idea. He gave it to her as a Mother's Day gift, but she's out here claiming they bought it together. Sure, Brittany, when your net worth is somewhere in the counting zeros range, we're all convinced you two chipped in equally on a car that costs more than most people's houses. And don't forget the kids. Sterling's cruising around in a mini pink Range Rover, while Bronze has his tiny Mercedes-Benz. These kids are getting chauffeured around like they're already on their way to a red carpet. But the 3-time champ's generosity doesn't stop with his family. Last Christmas, Mahomes Mahomes dropped over $165,000 on gifts for his offensive linemen. We're talking Rolex watches, Louis Vuitton bags, and custom cowboy boots, all packed in personalized red Yeti coolers. And because he's Mahomes, he didn't stop there. Each offensive lineman received a 4-seat, customized golf cart worth $12,700. Santa Mahomes came through that year. It's the perfect way to ensure your blockers live their best lives and stay motivated to protect your blind side. It's the ultimate thanks for keeping me upright gift. And if they ever need any extra motivation to keep an eye on the clock, that's a good place to start. No quarterback in history plays with more swagger than Mahomes. The guy makes every throw look effortless, pulling off some of the most ridiculous passes you'll ever see like it's no big deal. But if there's one thing that might even top his game, it's how he dresses. His taste in watches, next level. Mahomes has a thing for Rolex, rocking pieces like the Rolex Yachtmaster 2, a 44mm masterpiece that costs around $18,750. Another favorite is the Rolex GMT Master 2 Batman with its black and blue bezel, worth around $9,250. Mahomes' sneaker collection is as legendary as his game. With over 180 pairs, the entire collection is worth an estimated $30,000 or more. These kicks are housed in a custom-built closet that's basically a sneaker museum. His lineup includes everything from rare Air Jordans to exclusive Adidas collaborations. One of his most famous pairs is the Adidas Mahomes One Impact FLX, a bold design that perfectly matches his flashy personality. While most players are out here grinding for MVPs and a shot at one championship, Patrick Mahomes has already bagged 3 Super Bowl wins and 3 Super Bowl MVP awards by 29. Now he's playing a different game, building his empire and chasing a spot on the world's richest athletes list. Mahomes is turning his millions into billions, starting with a $4.3 million investment in the Kansas City Royals, making him one of the youngest MLB owners ever. He didn't stop there. He owned stakes in Sporting Kansas City and the Kansas City Current, showing love for his hometown teams while stacking equity. And because Mahomes doesn't miss a beat, he's gone global with a stake in the Alpine Formula One team, dipping into the world of fast cars and big money. Despite his larger-than-life lifestyle, the 3-time MVP never forgets to give back. His 15 and the Mahomes Foundation supports youth programs, builds playgrounds, and funds education initiatives. In 2023, his charity gala raised over $500,000 in one night. Patrick Mahomes backs up his success with serious generosity. Through his 15 and the Mahomes Foundation, he's committed over $1.625 million to Boys and Girls Clubs of America, focusing on youth programs in Kansas City and Texas. In 2024, his charity gala raised over $1 million, benefiting 20 Kansas City charities. Mahomes also launched the 15 and Fair initiative, supporting food allergy education in the area. His philanthropy proves he's just as focused on giving back as winning. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride through the life of Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback who's not just winning games, but winning at life. From private golf courses to Ferraris, Mahomes proves that the rewards are even bigger when you dream big. If you loved this look into his luxurious world, like, share, and subscribe to Refined Society. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams, and maybe throw in a no-luck pass while you're at it. See you soon.